Just has this angle. So, I did go to the gym last night. You'd never know it. What up, baby girl?
How are you guys?
Good.
How are you doing with your kidney infection?
I'm fine. Drugs work well. Hi, Krista.
Hi. Kelly's here too.
Hi, Kelly. I thought he was gone.
He was gone and he's back.
Okay.
And then he'll be gone again. The usual. Hold on. Is that good? Can you see us?
Yeah?
Sorry, I don't think this is going well. Okay. What do you want to work on? It's been so long since we Skyped.
I know, right?
Sure.
I'm going to take you on, actually, I'll take you on the donut ball.
Okay.
Because I'm going to sit on the table. I have to just quickly set up now that I know where you're at. So I'll take you right there.
Hi, Joy. Good morning.
Lucky.
Yes. We should Skype with you more often. I said we should Skype with you guys more often.
I know. Make it happen, Felipe.
Oh, I can't handle all you guys are in. Is that good? Now you sit down and then let me see where we're at. Yeah, he can be the headless horseman. Oh, here, I'll come up a little bit. Sorry. I'm trying to. And then.
Your phone is videotaping shipping and stuff.
I'm videotaping too, and I can get it to you.
Oh, you are videotaping?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she can videotape too, but I'll get it to you. So when you're working with her, so I'm going to do it with both hands just so you can see it and let me know if I need to move. So right now I'm going to show you the stomach part with this hand, and then I'm going to switch over to the back part, okay? So one of the things we need to work on a bit more is, do you see how she wants to round over the crease in the chest, right? So that's where her rib cage crease here is showing up more. Now that I see it from this angle versus it looking like the back is rounding, I think it's really coming from the two gaps in the chest cavity, right? So we're going to be right across the stomach here. And you really want to work on her coming into your hand. So you want to bring your hand more like the pinky's right in the crease between her, and then make sure you're right about belly button with the tips of your fingers.
Okay.
Okay, and then you're going to press down into the groin a little bit and go forward. So the hand work on that is you press down and let it, so the pinky, the belly will pivot around the hand like this.
This is like class, right?
Yep.
One time.
Class was fun though. We had babies on the table, and then what I started.
I saw you guys.
Well, also what I started doing, which sort of thought of earlier, is while I'm doing the technique, Felipe is doing it to the parent.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So they can see it and feel it.
And what is your other hand doing?
So with that, so I'm not pressing into the hand. So I've reversed my hands. I'm floating up just a little bit, really slow, because this is where you're going to have to get around the roundness of the back. The temptation is going to be wanting to do is push her back in, right? And so that makes him weaken the hip. You want it so it comes sort of up and over. So what your hands are doing is you're kind of like doing this. So you're floating the back up, but your concentration really is this hand. But you're not doing where you're putting pressure forward to make that come down.
Got it.
Can you feel that?
Feel it slowly.
Yeah, it's going to be slowly. This one's going to be the fine-tuned one that sometimes I spend like 2 days on, you know.
Yeah.
What's nice about this move, you don't see it yet, same thing as I come around here with the hips, and this is why she's sitting up so much better, is you're coming down, and see, I can go here and see how the back remains straight.
I feel like I want to work, the movement is getting a little bit stuck. Like what you just said, should I do a little bit more going into the hip just so that it has a little more give?
You can, but you need to connect with her. This is where your cranial is going to come in. This is where I like the class. You couldn't just do a frontal lobe lift, you know, you can't just go and go whoop, you know. Bring that finger, let her start to come to you. This is my specialty. This is where I really felt it. It's like, my hands are made for this stuff. So it's not that I'm switching to cranial, but I mean, that technique of really feeling and understanding more how your fingers are like magnets, and you have to allow that process to happen and feel it in their system. And then when it doesn't happen, then we have to get creative other ways to let, because like right here, because like this is Felipe's leg that he lifts for pitching, he's used to lifting the leg, stomach coming in, right? So this is not a familiar thing for him, even for the stomach to come out. If I switch hands, he's doing this very nicely where his belly's presenting into my hand. But over here, nada. You know. And if you have to press back in a little bit, again, go to that 5 grams of pressure, maybe a little bit more for me, and then go out again and see if that's there you go. But also for him, I might have to go a little bit on an angle to get a better feed for my hand on the belly. So once you feel that belly connection, or the belly's going into your hand, at that point then you can start moving the hand up and down the back. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It's like it's slowly releasing into my hand, but not a full.
Right.
Just touching.
And honestly, in that position, the way she's leaning over, don't change her. But again, so lean over like sort of what she's doing. If this is all you're doing right now and you're only feeling the bottom 2 fingers, that's fine in that position. Right? But when she goes to sit up a little bit like there where she adjusts, so bring your head up, that's when you're right there to let her feel that belly come over. So now what I've started to do too with him is, as the hand gets used to this, this is now where the thumb comes into play with the left hand, and I can start adjusting or teetering that vertebrae a little bit. So the bottom hand isn't always going front. It can go a little bit to the side based off the vertebrae.
Is your thumb on the opposite side of the vertebrae?
Yeah. My right hand is on his right side of the body, whereas my left hand's on the left side.
Wow.
I'm not crossing over the spinal cord.
You're not crossing over the spine, so your whole hand is still on the
right side. Yeah. But I'm twisting my hand this way. I'm not just pressing over. So there's rotation through in the lower rib cage. Remember this move. I have to help Erin today. Julia's going pigeon tested.
How's Asher doing?
Asher's doing okay. He was in the hospital overnight. The hospital was really rude to him because she's like, he doesn't react well to Ativan, and she's like, so do you want your child to die then? You know what I mean? Like, she's like, no, I didn't say that. I just said the last time we did this, he he went down to, we rushed him to the PICU or whatever because his breathing, respiratory. She goes, well, did he have to be intubated? And she goes, well, no. She goes, well, then he's okay. He can take Ativan.
Wow.
So
How's Allison?
she's doing better. But now she's in sort of like an angry state. So like she's dropping the F-bomb a little bit, but she's like, what the, which is fine. How's the H-bot?
She looks so big.
We'll see. But small changes, I think.
Well, how's she doing with all of it though? Just being in New Orleans and that.
We kind of love New Orleans. It's
Okay.
been really fun. We've been exploring the city every day, taking her to Bourbon Street. We're like in it. We're in the thick of all of it.
Cool.
Yeah, she loves it.
Hi,
It's
Cupcake.
been more of a vacation than we expected.
That works.
So she shifted and is sitting up straighter, but not going into my hand as much.
Well, then come off to the side now. And now with this one, now the thumb really has to go up on the vertebrae and get that tilt. So basically the shoulders kind of stay level on the horizon while you sort of drop down on that pelvis where it tilts a little bit.
Can you show me in the air?
So I'm here. This hand is kind of doing this. And again, you're just looking, no offense, for love handles to come over.
Felipe's love handles?
Okay, it's muffin top, whatever you want to call it. It's that area of the hip. When you're old like me, they're called love handles, so I don't know what you want to. Didn't mean it that way. But when you're doing this, really think of the sternum because you want that rib cage to really drop down, not twist. And again, if your moves are like a centimeter, you just want to feel where that shift is coming through.
Just playing with it.
Now, if she's playing with it, you might also have to, for her, to go over to the other side with that. And with that, you're really going to feel the difference where it's going to, like even Felipe, feel like he's falling.
Oh my gosh, so different.
So now you can see where it's happening. See, even with him, I feel little muscle spasms right in the hip.
Yeah. So, like just really
Glitches, you know.
holding on.
But if you feel you're doing too much now, the one side, we can switch over and do it now first into the belly. But see, you can really feel your rib cage over here.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
wanting to do that one. And you can see I was trying to force. So now I was like, oh, you're trying too hard. Now I'm going to back off. I'm going to press in. Now when you press in, that's when you push down the hand. So you're really pressing into the sit bones on the opposite and then go back into the belly. So meaning that if you're not getting the belly to respond and it's coming back, then you really want to press down that way into the, so there's a more awareness in the seat because you're looking for that spring to happen. Good thing Donna doesn't have a job yet, huh? Good thing Donna doesn't have a job yet.
wait, I thought she got a job.
Unless it happened since I saw her, but that's why she's not taking the appointments right now, because she's not working. I think she's working on...
I just assumed she gave up the appointments because she had to work.
No. She's in fingerprinting stage with something, but...
Oh, I thought she would only give up her spot if her job became.
Now, same thing too on her right side, so here, I'm gonna move the chair here just to mimic a little bit.
I'm not sure because we worked on the right side so much, but she's really connected on the right side, but then her ribs are kind of...
Yeah, I'm just about to address that. So, same technique, you're gonna go right underneath. I was just looking for a desk for Felipe, he just needs his iPad. But now my other hand is below. So now I'm more here versus here. And same thing now, I'm gonna look to see if I can get those ribs into my fingers, into my hands.
So then my hand on the right is higher than my left?
Right, and you're doing this. You're trying to get almost like that area of the rib is breathing into your hands versus you pushing with your thumb. So your back thumb right there in your right hand is just to anchor, but right now you're just looking for her breathing to come like into your fingers. Now if you need to adjust your palm at all to allow that back to respond a little bit, but don't use your thumb. Right, so I might come in with my palm just a little bit to get that chest to open. But don't use the thumb, because what the thumb's going to do is it's do a down and out movement. But honestly, right now, if you're using a 1/16 of an inch of movement that she breathes into your fingers, that's all it's going to be. One second, I'm just talking too much. I just need a drink.
Yeah.
Cupcake.
Blending.
Oh. She doesn't like the blender.
Oh, baby.
You gotta yell at her. Just not taking her eyes off that iPad though.
Oh, that's when you want, you know, keep your eye on the prize. Excuse me, Is this making sense? Anything you want to add to the movement or describing it? Can you feel how subtle that is?
Yeah. No, it's very clear what you're saying.
But it's very tempting, I get it, for parents to do this.
Yeah.
But you see now that shifts the spine.
Mm.
I'm just looking, I'll explain that to her when she's not done.
Yeah, that's completely
See,
different.
even something like this, see how it can affect you?
Yeah.
Versus if someone were to do that.
Yeah.
Look, see Michelle. Look, Michelle Clear.
Cupcake.
Did you hear that?
Cupcake. She's giving me the side eye.
So Aaron is now eating fork on a plate with his right hand after
No way.
3 days of cages.
That's incredible. Oh, that's right. He didn't test it with you guys, right?
What? Well, yes and no, because I had a cancellation this week. I didn't tell you because I figured you'd be like starting to switch your plans. But anyway, he ended up having 6 lessons. They got into. Did you ever hear of Johnny and Friends?
No, what's that?
It's a religious group, but they do like a special needs retreat once or twice a year. And they got in, and they got a scholarship for the whole family. So they're up at the Bison Buffalo Ranch outside of Payson.
Cool.
Thursday to like Monday or Sunday, whatever. So it's nice. The girls are there, Aaron's there, and I guess they have like cooks and all that sort of stuff.
It's a religious retreat?
I don't know if it's definitely sponsored by religion, so I'm sure it's going to have worship services, but they have like Color Day and Cowboy Day, but it's all around your special child.
Oh, cool.
Sort of gives the family a break and a vacay. So now if you need for that to come back, and I'm going to switch hands to show you, I'm dropping down on the ribs, but I'm also dropping down again in my hands to make the anchor really good in the sit position, and then again I'm going back and then breathing into my fingers again. You don't have to switch hands. I'm just showing you what it looks like from here to go into that rib cage. And see even now with Felipe how he's coming up and over. Right? Does that make sense? So bring her back just a little bit and let her feel that sit. So now you're left, so I'm switching hands just to show you. So you feel that sit going down into the chair, and then again let her spring open but feeling that rib. Yeah, I think Felipe's had 3 Skypes this week. 3 or 4.
Poor guy.
Yesterday he goes, "It sucks to be Madison." So now what you can start doing is twisting through the lower hand to twist the spine. And that is the beginnings of walking.
Twisting it in.
So you're just going to be here. I'm switching hands for the camera. So you're here and you're just twisting in and adding a little bit of stress where the hand is against the ribs.
In towards this way or in this way?
So you're here and you're twisting around the side of the yeah.
Okay.
Right? But
So
if I go to walk, right? I would be twisting or getting around him. I would twist to bring my. So you want a little bit of stress here, and you know what I mean? Stress, and then you're twisting.
And what is your other hand doing?
So you have the one hand on the rib cage,
Yep.
right? And you're just adding a little bit of that twist now. But you want to keep the vision straight if you can. Just like if I was walking and twisting, my head would be straight looking down the road, but I can twist. With this too, you should also feel the sternum, for the most part, just thrust out instead of twisting. Again, if she has problems with that, adjust your hand, like come over maybe more to the side like this, and again, bring her down into her pelvis, and then as you come out to the twist.
Oh. You keep knocking it over. Okay. No, not yet. That's what we do.
And then just go back to your first, and just feel the difference now of going into the belly.
Oh wow, yeah. She's definitely more intense.
So now you don't have to get both sides equal, right? But right now, since again, we can start playing with these things because she's sitting so well. So you're gonna come down to the same spot, whatever you wanna call it. And you're just gonna do alternating a little bit of on the right and a little bit of the left. But with this one now, the most important action is the way your hand goes down. So see how when you're worried or concentrating on the down, you're not lifting up. Technically you are lifting, but it's not like lifting. See, feel the difference?
So like the one hand is going down and the other side is just kind of
countering, but enough to go up. But you're not lifting and lifting. You feel the difference?
Yeah, and that's changing our sitting.
Yeah.
I know.
And as you find that that works, then you can also do a little twist. So you're letting that belly come out and down, and that you're letting the belly come out and down.
Between each side, the right side, the left
right
side. But you're not hovering over the belly like you were initially. You're almost on the side.
I'm almost on the side. You're going to get more real estate with her because she's a baby. I've got, you know what I mean, like Cupcake's not 6'3" yet.
Yeah.
But I can't do a demo with Madison with her. I mean, like, she's not a baby.
This is good stuff, Michelle.
All right. My middle child here is quite happy. But if you keep at it, this is where, like, I can now feel a really good glitch where his sacrum's not sliding. So
his what's not sliding?
Like on his one side, his sacrum's not sliding as nice as I'd like it to. So keep your mind open to feel like even though we're concentrating on the hands going and the going down, but is she bending a bit too much in the back in a certain area? You know what I mean? Is she easier on the left versus the right? Give me feedback as to, is she feel more even or just sitting better, or that she needs to?
She feels more even. The right hump is actually it's decreased a lot, but it's almost like she's swaying side to side. So she's favoring, I don't know if it's because we work so much on the right side.
Okay, that could be. So we can go back, but like, you know how I work with Skype, you can, this will give you enough information for the whole weekend.
Do you think that's why? Do you see how she's like...
Yeah, we just really didn't work a lot on the other side. So now what you can also do here now is belly down, but you're going up in the back of the pelvis, and now back of pelvis down. So I'm going to show you both sides. So this is the belly side.
Okay.
Again, coming down into me, and then, so now what it looks like here is I'm right above, let's say, pant line, top of pelvis.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I'm going, like, sort of pulling up and going into my belly. Now see, with this, I really feel, not that he has scoliosis, but where there's a weakness in his back. So see how you want to bend your back instead of go into your belly. But we didn't, again, work on that side either. We're working, but feel the difference?
Yeah.
So, and you really should feel, again, where one side wants to tilt and go into the belly because we worked on it, and the other side wants to bend through the back. Feel that now? But again, this is stuff you'll just work on over the weekend.
Yeah.
I can leave him uneven. I don't care. He doesn't, So,
Yeah.
now what you can do there, I'm going to move the cameras around. Give me 1 second just to show you a bit more of the back now. when you're doing that movement there, once you get into it, you can start using your thumb in different areas.
And let's kind of come up.
Right, you still are bringing, again, I'm not picking him up from here, I'm dropping down on the other side. I'm enhancing the experience of lifting, but I'm not, you know, lifted.
I see.
Right, and as I do that, I'm actually like a thumbtack going in under the lower rib cage in various positions to start going after that lower bit of her where her back likes to bend. So bend your back just a little bit. So see where his back would be bending? So I'm just here and then I'm going underneath that rib cage trying to get that extension. So bring your back fingers down along her, there. There you go. Now, so bring your fingers down. There you go. And now thumb up. Right under her rib cage. Yeah, there. And so,
Oh, wow.
there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now with that too, you're getting into all those other organs like the kidneys and stuff. So if you feel where it's not a bone problem, but a tissue problem, just glide right there versus a push.
Okay.
So in other words, some of the thumbs go like this, and then some of it goes just like you're gliding up. Sorry, where's the camera? Okay, so it's push or glide. I moved the camera, so I'm getting a. Now, once she gets comfortable with that, I'm going to show you on the other side. So I'm on the back with my right hand. Then you can go from belly, where you've been doing it, to around the side, but still work on opening up those rib cages around that drop of the pelvis.
Oh, yeah. Oh, just evening her out.
So once you feel that nice extension in the back, bring both hands together and just see if you can push the pinkies down a little bit and rotate, push the pinkies down. So what that means is you're in this position, push pinky down, but you're working on that back extension. Right? So she should still be feeling the extension as her bottom tilts, looking for the floor. Can you feel that? So see how I'm not holding on to the twist? Which is a valid move. See, if I twist him, it's a valid move. But what I'm looking to do is where his ischium goes down on the left side, but he's still growing long in the back. And then I transfer over, ischium's going down, but he's still, there he goes, growing long in the back. So your thumbs might almost seem like a cat kneading. You know when they paw and they knead?
Yeah.
So you might feel this a bit more versus like this. I don't want the spine to rock. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's a no-no. You just want that extension. So hold this. And again, then we can just go back and just feel that. But, you know, this is much nicer now. And now that he feels the extension in the back, now I can go and do that movement all the way up the right side as the belly goes into my left hand. So I'm going to do it from the opposite side, so to show you. So I'm starting where we are, and now I can go all the way here, or also that twist. You really should be feeling it in here.
Yeah.
And she really, with all of this, again, should be feeling it really in here where all that has been spreading out this area, front diaphragm.
Look how much more spread.
Yeah. Well, also what's nice is she's not creasing as much underneath the ribs. So it's going a bit straighter like he is versus, you know what I mean, where it would have that gap here. Now, same thing too, we can go back under the rib cage and now feel what it's like for her to come into the hand. Does that feel better?
Yeah.
Now, when you're up on the side of the back, and you can let her take a break, it's up to you. And again, you can start alternating your thumbs, but now what I'm doing is the thumbs are going up and down, but now I'm swaying side to side. So again, I'm maintaining a straight back, but I'm allowing that middle of her back. So I'm above the lower ribs, right? So his ribs end here, so I'm above them. But as I go up with the left, I'm tilting in my pinkies into that lower sway, tilting the hips. As I go up with my right thumb, I'm going in with my left. But you see again how I'm maintaining a straight spine here, but I'm allowing that lower to rock back and forth versus that top, you know, where she wants to go this way.
You're showing us a lot of capability, child.
I had a fun week. And we came up with a complete and perfect visual diagnostic tool. Yeah. So now I can do the other ones. Yeah, feel the difference?
Yeah.
But feel how when you do that, it's more from now, do it. See? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Where most people have it like, you know what I mean, and they're trying to do.
No, that's good.
So what I'm doing is pulling Felipe by the head and just allowing that spine to float.
Can you move it
So what I'm doing here, again, just scoop, light touch, and then he's just playing with it. So see the difference of wiggling?
Yeah.
So you want to be under the mastoid processes, careful with the ear a little bit. Just that scoop enough to allow that the head to lift off that spine. And I'll just allow those things to play. And then this is where you can play in your vision stuff you were doing with the neurologist, where I can turn a little bit. Now I'm being over dramatic with Felipe, but so lift, there he goes. See the difference?
Mm-hmm.
See now when he looks to the right, his, you know, you can tell where he pitches from versus where he doesn't. See, your spine doesn't want to sway, whereas here, yeah.
Hey.
I know that was a lot, Cupcake. No, but look at her, she's having fun.
You weren't supposed to play like that.
Cupcake. Cupcake.
Hi, baby.
Oh, they're both sticking their tongue out at you.
She's like, this is not the YouTube.
Oh.
She's like, you're not the you. There we go.
I can't believe it's this.
She's like, this is not the YouTube channel I wanted, and how do I change it? So now what I'm going to do here, and again, you can do it when she's ready or not. I'm right where the lower rib cage floats in, and I'm across like this, same, and I'm just twisting. And what you should be able to do at this point is throw that. I'm going to twist in with my middle finger and go after the knee. Twist in and go after the left knee. Go after the right knee. So alternate hands. That's it. See how it's more difficult here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See how your vision even wants to come up here?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas here, see how you haven't cooked in with the vision.
Yeah.
So I'm twisting, so right hand into the left knee, left hand into the right knee. Sorry, camera this way. And again, my touch is sort of like a cat kneading. You know, you feel that?
Like a what?
Like a cat kneading its paws.
Okay.
They have this, like, you know what I mean? This kind of a tempo. So I'm not, you know, just doing this. Need. So now this. So now where I have to fine tune him, I've left the one hand, again, lower rib cage, I'm across the spine, strawberry hold, and I'm just twisting again, a vertebrae about an inch above, towards, and both hands are going towards like the opposite knee. And I just found where the glitch was, but again, I'm just going to show. And I'm just twisting around that.
Right.
Baby, you're in New Orleans. You should have beads. Lots of beads.
Oh, we have these. We took her to the bar. We tried to get her to the casino. We couldn't break her.
Come on.
Well, I thought you were going to tell me you were taking her already to a cabaret show.
Oh. Why? We're trying to let somebody have fun.
I can just hear it now. Oh, you did a cupcake. So now that twist now I'm going to stabilize on the spine, not twist much. And again, where I can go up for that extension. So now what I'm doing is I'm on the lower pelvis like this. Why don't you give her to Krista? And we can finish. Hi, Kelly.
Oh my god.
a camera on that one because she's like, it's like watching the Muppet
In and
Show.
out the screen.
I guess she felt good after that lesson. She's like, I hope you're gonna turn it off. So you're down here. You've got the strawberry hold on the spine, and so you're going up the spine for the extension for the spine to stay straight, and then you're twisting in towards the knee. So I'm right here, strawberry hold. I'm across the spine. Cupcake, you look like a giant pink windshield wiper.
Okay. This is different than before when I'm trying to move her head up.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, Cupcake.
Gentle.
Now, what this should be able to do is where you really can find fist bump. Boo! Your turn.
Oh, can we go on?
Can I have one?
Oh, there we go.
So now if you find an area where it's hard to lift the vertebrae, come underneath the ribs to support just that little bit of a lift, and then go back and see if that made a difference. And again, just go back and feel what that did now. Yeah. But I wish I was videotaping what I'm seeing.
No, I don't want to forget to see what I'm doing.
Oh, it's like not a school.
Yeah, sure.
Now where this leads to, and this is the teaser, give me your elbow.
Oh, oh. Go. She's like crossing
We're gonna go elbow and then into the belly. So I'm doing the elbow, pushing in, and then again, I'm doing this whole lesson now from the elbow into the belly. So switch hands. So I'm gonna have this hand into the elbow, and I'm doing this now. So basically you can take that whole lesson, and now, so switch out again, and start doing it from the belly. You can go side of hips, and this is where she's going to want to collapse and stuff, but you should be there with your thumb. Sorry to keep going, just switch out again. You should be here with the thumb. If she goes to collapse and round down, see now he can't even round like that, so he wouldn't come down here.
Yeah.
Just go here with the thumb, right, and bring it back up.
Okay.
But you can go through the back like this. It is like watching the Muppets right now. She just needs to learn how to say, Kermie! I'm the Mo, I went drum. So even this one here, pinky down, thumb up, going for that extension. Now when we get really creative, maybe when she's holding the ball or something, we can get that arm up. So arm up. Arm up. No, just one. This one. Right, so say the arm is up now. This is where, see what they're reaching? And see what they're reaching.
So,
But you'll need a partner on that. What?
what is your right hand doing?
So switch arms. So I'm here.
Okay.
So again, other arm. So see as she reaches.
Oh.
See as she reaches. But you'll have to play with someone for beads or something like that that she can play with.
Oh my gosh, this is awesome.
So that'll take the whole lesson with different arm levels.
Yeah.
So even if you take, excuse me for a second. Even if you take like the TheraBands with somebody, wrap it around, right? So someone could be doing this with her,
Oh, I see.
Right?
While you're doing.
and then you're doing the back part.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Oh my god. Yeah, it's so awesome. It's like 3 weeks worth of episodes.
Yeah, except for Monday, you'll call me again.
Oh, are you free Monday?
I don't know yet.
Will you let me know?
Yes. I leave next Sunday.
No. Will you have time to send this video maybe before then?
Oh, I'm gonna try and do it right now. Get off the as soon as I get off, load it into my hard drive, and hopefully get it uploaded. Actually, for this, we'll probably just YouTube it because I don't have to worry about you sharing it. That'll be quicker, but you'll have it probably about 1, 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be amazing. I'm like, so I think this weekend, if I work on all the stuff she showed me today, this will be huge for her.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw the difference in her sitting just from that, but
Well, even now, it's how she got like, throwing herself back and forth and. Now, same thing when she goes to roll over. That's where your hand's on her belly and allowing her belly to push and roll over. See how she's still trying to roll with her arm?
yeah.
Right? And where you would just be right here and let her roll over by pushing your hand away.
Oh, okay. Pushing the hand away, and then the hand in the back. Where does that go?
Right there. So don't tuck it. Don't tuck it. Let her push that hand away. That's it. Whoops. Sorry, call came through. So, whoops. Why isn't that not picking up? Sorry, you've lost this. I don't know what happened to mine. There you go. So when you're coming around, you can go this way too, but let that hand come out. Don't tuck underneath it.
I don't see you at all.
Oh, I've got the double. Sorry, call came in. But I gotta run in here. Let me try one more time just so we can get it.
Or if you could put it on that video, just that last move you were talking about with the stomach. I'm still trying to.
Now, do you have me? No. Okay. I'll do it right now on the camera and then we'll go from there.
Okay. But you said breathe into the stomach as she turns.
Yeah, as she's rolling over, your hand was just chucked too much underneath her, so she's gonna roll on your hand. So just allow that you're there offering a stress, but letting her roll on her own.
Okay.
Okay.
Michelle, that was amazing. Thank you so much.
Miss you guys.
Miss you too. Thank you, Felipe.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Love you. Talk to you later. So that is, instead of just tucking your hand and rolling her over under this way like you were doing, so the hands were just too close, you're going to just let, you know what I mean? So she's pushing her belly over, but you're not tucking it this way. That's all.